Hello, everyone. How are you? Hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful day and may peace be upon you. Thank you for watching my talk today with me, your featured celebrity expert, Dr. Izdihar Jamil. I'm a media expert, a TEDx speaker, and I'm also a #1 international best-selling author of the book Moneymakers. And today I'm going to be sharing with you how you can wildly grow your business through media and publicity. I remember when my husband Rizal says to me, I got my dream job. Do you want to move to America? And I say, okay, babe, let's do it. I left my job as a computer scientist with a PhD and my family in Malaysia. So Rizal, myself, my 4-year-old son Abrar, my baby girl Nadra, we moved to Orange County, California. And not long after settling in, I stopped at Whole Foods to get some dates. I'm wearing my hijab, my head covering, like I always do. When another shopper, middle-aged white guy, says to me, are you a Muslim? And I say, yes, I am. Then he says, well, I have read the Quran and it says that killing in the name of Islam is permissible. Are you gonna blow yourself up? And I'm thinking, dude, do you even read Arabic? But I say, I'm doing my groceries. I've got young kids. I'm not going to blow myself up. Then he says, if you're not a mom, are you going to blow yourself up? And I can feel my whole body just shaking with anxiety. My chest tightens. I could not breathe. I had to leave. A few weeks after, my baby Nadra is having the worst tantrum ever. And as soon as Riza comes back from work, I say, babe, look after her. I'm taking a shower. And I'm washing my face when I hear bang, bang, bang. Come down now. There's police officers waiting for you, my husband says. Dry myself off, put on my hijab, pick up Nadra, go downstairs, and I see two police officers in full gear, guns over their shoulders, fingers on the trigger. Ma'am, your neighbor says there's a baby crying. Why is your baby crying? Because she's a baby? He checks her out, Nadra cries even louder, but there's nothing wrong with her, so they leave. Now I'm too scared to even leave home. To cheer me up, Riza got me a present, an online course, so I can be an online coach and consultant. I can work from anywhere and still be with the kids, which is exactly what I want. I don't want to work at Google from 9 to 5. I want to be with my family and empower other women. So I studied the course. One of the things I have to do is go live on social media. Mother's Day 2018, I put on a pretty pink top, some makeup, a floral hijab, and just before hitting the live button, I freeze. People are gonna think you're a terrorist. And I say, God, help me be brave. Turn on the camera, freeze again, prayer, camera, freeze for 30 minutes till I finally hit the live button, shared my message, and then cried. Then I do it again, the next day, and the next, and the next, and the next. It isn't easy, but I persisted. Today, I'm a #1 international best-selling author. I've been featured on Forbes, TED, TV, magazines, hundreds of media, and spoken to thousands of people around the world. No person should ever have to be afraid of who you are, and unique voices should be heard on prestigious platforms around the world without prejudice. Let me show you how. And the first thing that you want to know in terms of getting into media and prestigious platform is you want to be able to identify where do you want to be seen. So if you search for my name, Izdihar Jamil on Google, a whole bunch of things would come up, but that are so tailored to who I am and what I do. It gives instantly a positive, impactful, powerful credibility to who I am. Obviously, you have my website, LinkedIn, and you have my TED videos. Izdihar Jamil Coming to America, a story of hijab one woman. I'm also featured on the TED platform. If you haven't yet listen to my TED Talk, go ahead and check it out. I shared about how I overcome social adversity and the tips and strategies around it. And Amazon, because I am a best-selling author. I'm an intentional best-selling author. So if you click on Amazon here, you would see that a list of title of my books are going to be, that is Motivation and Success, where I'm one of the hosts. But you would also see a list of my books coming up on Amazon here. So because I am a best-selling author, a multiple #1 best-selling author, and I have my podcast, I'm also featured on Forbes. So you can start to see, this is my Forbes feature instantly, that I have credibility in what I do. I'm the best of the best. I'm the go-to expert. So what you want to do is that you want to identify 1 or 2 prestigious platforms on where you want to be seen, whether it is going to be on magazines, on books, on Amazon on books, whether it's going to be TV, it's going to be podcasts, high-profile podcasts on Forbes, TED platform. So go ahead and write down 1 or 2 places where you want to be seen. And then the next part of that, you want to be able to envision or at least be aware or explore the kind of impact that you want to be making. So I'll give you an example. A client of mine, Janice, saw her friend Monica became a #1 international best-selling author. So Monica and Janice are friends. So Monica updated her status, I'm a #1 international best-selling author. And that obviously intrigued Janice to like, oh, hang on a minute, what is this all about? How did she become a best-selling author? Because one of Janice's dream is to be a best-selling author. So Janice asked Monica, hey, how did that happen? And then Monica said, well, I work with Izdihar. So Janice started to, connect with me on social media. She joined my mailing list. She got updates from me. I'll be sharing with her some tips and strategies. She joined my Facebook community group, Women Who Lead. And then there was a moment when I said, I'm working on this project, Women Who Lead, this book project, Women Who Lead. Who wants to be part of it? And guess who raised their hand? Janice. So Janice then became a client of mine in Women Who Lead. So then since then, Janice had, within a couple of days, she's like, oh my God, I've just written my chapter. Because she said that she's already had it within her. She didn't know that she already had it within her. So she shared it. So she shared it with, with everybody, with writing it. And then from there, I taught her really specific media strategies and publicity. And as a result, she got herself a radio show. And how exciting is that? And since then, both Janice and Monica have been featured on amazing places. They both are highly sought after speakers. They've both been featured on magazines, on various publications. They both are now working on a book project to help other women share their voices. And as a result, now it's their turn to grow the business, help other people make money and make a difference to others. And another cool example to what kind of impact that you can potentially have when you get into media and publicity and wildly grow your business is that from my TED Talk, so I shared it with lots of people, right? On social media, my friends, my family, like you wouldn't believe it, because it's one of my biggest dreams. And then a few months down the line, a friend of mine said, hey, I really love your TED Talk. I want you to come to the university to give a talk. She works at the university. She's one of the counselors there. I'm like, sure, I'll come down, and this is in another country. So I come down, it is a paid speaking engagement, which I'm so grateful for. So I shared about my experience, about being confident, about my TED experience, my writing experience, and all that, and all about how I overcome social adversity and just giving all my best. And then from there, a few days after, she said, "Hey, do you want to be a judge as a speaking competition?" And I'm like, "A judge? But I've never been a judge." And then she was like, "No, you're a multiple best-selling author, you're a TED speaker, you're the perfect person for it." I'm like, "Oh, sure." And so I became a judge at a speaking competition at the university. And then at the speaking competition, I met with one of the chairmen who's also a senator and a VVIP. So I talked with him for a minute or so. And then he mentioned something about me doing a training. I'm like, sure, A few days after, the publishing house at the university said, "Hey, the senator called us to book you in to teach our publishing group on how to be best-selling authors and for you to also teach our authors on how they can leverage media and publicity." And then from that, it trickled into a 2-day book writing workshop at another university. And it's trickling into so many things now. That is how powerful media and publicity can do for you. So if this media and publicity is something for you, which I believe it is, because it worked really well for me, it worked really well for my clients, go ahead and find the right people that can take care of your dreams, take care of your voice, and help you to get to those places. Okay, darlings, I can't wait to see you at our live event, Castle in Las Vegas, later on this year. I would love for you to come and join me and the rest of the other speakers and hosts and authors. So click on the link below to come and join us, and I will see you then. Take care. May peace be upon you. Bye, 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 bye.